Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
During its long and distinguished career on the air, Suspense has never taken an editorial stand until now. Now we state unequivocally that this program is against murder. Oh, we play around with the more titillating and entertaining aspects of murder from time to time, but fundamentally, we're against it, as a personal, national, or international policy. Only those in favor of murder will find anything objectionable or controversial in the next half hour. The story you're about to hear is but a tiny word of protest. Perhaps it is too little, but please God, let it not be too late. Listen then, as Everett Sloane stars in The Voice of Company A, which begins in just a moment.
And now, The Voice of Company A, starring Everett Sloane. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I sat in my lab at Cape Canaveral near the giant missile that would launch our transmitter. I looked at the powerful sending set, knowing that soon we'd toss it into space to scream crazily year after year at a crazy world. We tried to keep the lab quiet, isolated, but in the last few days, the tension of the mess outside had somehow trickled in. I was bushed.
Doctor?
Yes, Colonel?
I think it's coming. Here, read this. Top priority from Defense to me.
From the Secretary of Defense to Commander Operation Screamer. International situation deteriorating. Commence countdown 0500 Zulu. Midnight our time?
That's right. Is your section ready?
Yes, we're ready. Here's the little monster. I just loaded the tape. You want to hear it?
Yes. Oh, brother.
Yes, when we get all 6 of these in orbit, you might as well throw away your radio and TV. This is all you'll hear. But this is what we wanted.
Turn it off.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can do without the soap operas if it jams their military frequencies.
The soap operas will lose their audience anyway when the ballistic missiles hit. You know, this thing will probably survive us, Colonel. You ever think of that? Screaming away up there when there's nobody left to hear it? Kind of funny in a way.
George, you're tired.
Were you in London, Colonel, in World War II?
No. Burma. Why?
I was in London when the V-2s first hit. 2nd Louis, Company A, 16th Infantry. I was on a 72-hour pass with some of my guys. We thought the V-2s were the last word, Colonel. A regular bomb you could hear coming. You had somebody to be sore at that last few seconds. Some pilot risked his tail to drop it anyway. Somebody up there hated you. At least you knew that. It wasn't humane, but at least it was human. But a V-2, Colonel, it goes so fast you don't hear it. And there's nobody to hate except some guy sitting at a control panel a couple 100 miles away. And now we've got ICBMs, 5,000 miles through space. Oh, yes. We've come a long way. A long way.
Yes. Well, I'll report that we're ready.
The colonel looked at me strangely as he left. I knew he thought I was cracking. And maybe he was right. Almost hating to do it, I flicked on the radio, knowing what I'd hear.
Military classes under the age of 50 were called to the colors in France today. Germany has mobilized the reserve components of the new Wehrmacht. Ambassador Lippincott arrived this afternoon at Washington National Airport and said that he saw no hope of averting war. ICBM...
I turned it off. Once I thought it could never happen again. Lying in the broken plaster and spilled beer in a London pub with the sergeant's body pinning me down and Pinky yelling for his mother and Botchner groaning in a corner, I knew it couldn't. But it was happening again, and there seemed to be nothing I or anybody else could do to stop it. I turned to the transmitter to unplug it from the test console. That's when I saw him looking at the set. Hey, how did you get... Who are you?
Hello, Lieutenant. Or it's Doctor now, ain't it?
Botchner. Is it Botchner?
Yeah, Lieutenant. It's me,
sad sack Botchner.
But you were killed. You got killed in that pub.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
No, I must be cracking up.
No, Lieutenant, relax. I got a message for you was all. Me and Pinky and the Sarge and Pete, we drew cards to see who'd come back. I won.
But I don't...
So you're gonna toss this thing into space.
Yes.
And it's got like a tape that plays over and over, fouls up the radios all over the world.
Yes, except our military frequencies.
Now, ain't that clever? Me and Pinky and the Sarge and Pete, we get creamed in that crummy pub in London, and you come out smelling like a rose. And for what? So you can figure out something like this?
Now, look, Botchner, it wasn't only me, the Defense Department, and the...
Yeah, I know. I've been down that road, Lieutenant. Well, me and Pinky and the Sarge and Pete figure you ought to put something better than what you got on that tape before it's too late.
Something better? Like what?
Well, I'll tell you, Lieutenant. Pinky thought it up. Remember, he was always kind of screwy on religion.
So he told me, standing gray-faced and sloppy as ever in my lab. I knew I was dreaming. I had to be. He told me what to put on the tape. And I laughed. What is this, a joke?
We don't do much joking, Lieutenant. Mostly we sit around thinking. 10 million guys in different uniforms, thinking of the dames we didn't get to meet, and the summer evenings we didn't get to smell, and the kids we never got to have. Well, you better do what we say, Lieutenant, because tough as it is at times, it's better here than it is there. We know, Lieutenant. We know.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense. And now, starring Everett Sloane, Act 2 of The Voice of Company A.
I sat for a long time wondering if I'd really seen Botchner, wondering if I was losing my mind. And this idea of Pinky's, or whoever it was, it was crazy. But I knew suddenly that I had to try it. I had to try it, but I had to move fast. Once the installation crew arrived to pick up the jammer, it'd be too late. There were almost 100 technicians working in my section. Like any group of Americans, they came from every background. Some, like von Terhoff, were newly naturalized citizens. I buzzed my secretary on the intercom.
Yes, Doctor.
Get von Terhoff up here right away, Carolyn. And, Pierre Duval, he speaks French, doesn't he?
Yes.
And that new technician, Barbara Chang, does she speak Chinese?
Yes, I think so. Why?
Send her up. Who speaks Russian?
Russian? I don't know.
Poznansky. A lot of Poles know Russian. Send him in, too. And, Carolyn.
Yes, Doctor.
I want to see them one at a time. It was easy with Duval and Poznansky. They accepted my story without a question. But von Terhoff looked at me strangely.
I did not know you were a religious man here, Doctor. You say that this is for your minister?
Yes, it's just an idea he had for next Sunday's sermon, Von. If you'll just speak into the mic.
Well, it seems to me a strange time to...
Well, it'll only take a minute.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Du sollst dich töten.
The pretty Chinese microwave expert was so enthusiastic, I hated myself when I lied to her. I hadn't been to church since World War II.
He couldn't matter to his congregation, Doctor, but A native Chinese wouldn't understand the religious significance.
Well, why not?
Well, Confucius put it another way.
Well, recite that then.
Wun hui jogi sigogin yeloi wayi go dagani dasi guago gini.
When she left, I held the mic in my hand for a long while. Finally, feeling strangely humble, I recorded the English version myself. When I was through, I spliced the tape into a loop like the jamming tape so that it would repeat over and over. Over and over, year after year. I took the jamming tape out of the transmitter and started to put in my new one. Was I crazy? Then I remembered the twisted bodies in the London pub, and Pinky and the Sergeant Pete, and of course, Sad Sack Botchner. They seemed suddenly very close. I finished. The installation crew arrived and took the transmitter away, and soon it was midnight and the countdown began.
30 minutes. Authorized personnel.
My launching station was in the blockhouse, but if I got there too soon, I'd have to ground test the screamer, and the colonel would learn what was on the tape. And if I didn't get there at all, they might not launch. So I waited and waited, watching through the lab window while the last man left the missile gleaming in the Florida moonlight. It was the longest half hour in my life.
T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
They were looking for me now. It was time to go. Running across the sand, I looked up at the missile. There, high in the nose, rode the sphere that carried the jammer.
T-minus 2 minutes. Condition red.
Had I cut it too close?
Clear the launching
As I reached the concrete blockhouse, the missile seemed to be straining at an invisible leash. Vapor from its liquid oxygen was curling about its base.
T-minus 1 minute.
Hey!
59.
Hey, let me in! It's Dr. Green!
56.
I looked again at the huge rocket. I could hear the pumps beginning to deliver fuel to the nozzle. In less than a minute, 250,000 pounds of fiery thrust would blast the area, and I'd shrivel like an ant on a hot coal. Hey! Hey!
41.
Dr. Green, holy cow, Doc, get in here!
38. 37.
Where's the colonel?
Right here. Where have you been? This thing hasn't been ground tested.
Well, it isn't necessary. It'll transmit.
Countdown procedure says do it. We'll do it. Now move, Doctor.
But I checked it on the console. I tell you, it'll transmit.
I want to hear that signal.
It'll work, I tell you.
Oh, help me, Doctor. If you don't get going, I'll stop the launch. Now tune it in.
19.
I had to do it.
17.
As slowly as I could, I twisted the knobs on the test receiver.
13, 12, 11, 10.
Result is
9,
certain.
8.
The result is certain.
What's that? What's going on? The colonel lunged for the panic button that would stop the launch. I grabbed his arm.
You let me go. Hold that bird. Corporal, put this man under arrest. He's crazy. Or he's an enemy spy.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill.
Who is the enemy, Colonel? Who is the enemy?
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense. And now, starring Everett Sloan, Act 3 of The Voice of Company A.
They treated me all right in the detention cell at Cape Canaveral. They gave me a radio, the morning papers, all the coffee I could drink. They sent for a psychiatrist to see if I was crazy. 2 men from the FBI questioned me to see if I was a spy. Then I was alone until the guard brought in breakfast.
Hey, Doc, what's going on?
You tell me.
Well, my wife and I, we sit down to eat this morning. We turn on the radio to find out if we ought to be digging a hole somewhere. And this voice comes on saying, "Thou shalt not kill." And in all foreign languages. Now, my wife, she thinks it's the end of the world.
Well, she may be right.
What are they going to do to you?
Try me for espionage, they tell me. If they don't figure I'm nuts.
Doc,
Yes?
we don't figure you're nuts.
When the guard left, I turned on the radio to hear the worst. And it was the worst.
Mobilization and launched a formal protest against what they call U.S. celestial propaganda. From Washington, no word yet on what is intended by the strange screamer satellite, only instructions. Instructions on what to do if its passage jams tunnel rat frequencies during a ballistic missile bombardment.
Suddenly, I heard it faintly, blanking out the announcer. I looked at my watch. Yes, that was it. It was due overhead.
Tu ne tueras point.
Thou shalt not kill. I switched off the set. I hadn't fully realized the power of our transmitter until that moment. And I hadn't realized the power of the message. A shiver raced up my spine. I felt suddenly that I was not alone. Then I saw him, slouching at the window. Botchner?
Hello, Lieutenant. In the guardhouse, huh? Remember when you tossed me in the stockade for being AWOL?
Well, this ought to square it.
Pinky and the Sarge and Pete and me, we've been watching things. It's working out great.
Oh, yeah, just fine.
There's an awful lot of people don't want to fight this war, Lieutenant. You ought to see 'em in Europe and China.
Yeah?
Don't you fret, Lieutenant. Things is going to turn out all right. You see, Lieutenant, we know.
Slowly, he disappeared, slowly fading. It was weird. I knew that he only existed in my mind, but as the day wore on, and the next day and the next, I wondered if he weren't right. Every 4 hours, the satellite broke in with that simple message. But in the interval, the radio began to talk of reports of a mutiny in the Hungarian army, a revolution against the Czech regime, small religious revivals starting in Germany.
The Defense Department is mum about what was actually intended in the satellite launch Monday. Results are clear. Iron Curtain countries are busy battling anti-war sentiment. International tension has eased. Ambassador Lippincott flew an hour ago to a hastily planned conference in Geneva. More news after the 9 p.m. passage of the satellite.
And the fourth night, the cell door opened for the colonel.
Hello, George.
Hello, Colonel. You bring the firing squad?
George, I got a dispatch from Defense.
Yes.
You're to be released.
Release?
That's right. And we're not launching the rest of the Screamers. They decided that the crisis is past. Now that the thing's in perfect orbit, they want us to stop them.
But we can't.
I know, George. It's solar-powered. It could broadcast for the next 20 years. 50.
Yes. And when it quits, Colonel, maybe we better launch another one.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I see what you mean. George.
Yes?
One question. We know about Duval and the Chang girl and Poznansky. Who recorded the English? Is that your voice?
I thought of the smashed bodies of my men in that London pub. Pinky and the Sarge and Pete and Sad Sack Butchner. My voice, Colonel? No. Let's just say that's the voice of Company A.
Du sollst dich töten. Du sollst dich töten.
Вульви джоги сигогин елой, ваи го дагами даси гвагагини.
Не убей. Не убей. Tu ne tueras point. Tu ne tueras point.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill.
Suspense, in which Everett Sloan starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Voice of Company A by Michael Frost. In just a moment, the names of the supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense. Supporting Everett Sloan in The Voice of Company A were Lillian Bayef, John Daner, Barney Phillips, Jack Crucian, and Sam Pierce. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with the Diary of Sophronia Winters, starring Mercedes McCambridge. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Get the complete news first on the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Let the AMA and the APA note, we do not wish to imply that all psychiatrists are heavies, nor that psychoanalysis is nonsense. Without psychotherapy, a lot of us would be dead, or worse, so sick that death itself would be a welcome surcease. So listen to Headshrinker, starring Miss Nina Foch and Mr. Helmut Dantine, which begins in just a moment.
Come on and go, go, go in a Plymouth, a go-kart through and through. You really go, go, go for a Plymouth, and Plymouth will really go for you.
15 minutes behind the wheel. That's all it takes to convince you that the 59 Plymouth's really got it. Got the newest of new design, new sport car handling ease, new Fury performance, new get up and go. Just tell your Plymouth dealer you want to sample the go. Then you turn the key and Plymouth's new Golden Commando V8 leaps into life. Now you just push a button and go on your way to the most fun-filled 15 minutes of your driving life. See your Plymouth dealer. Take your fun drive in the 59 Plymouth real soon.
You really go, go, go for a Plymouth, and Plymouth will really go for you.
And now, Headshrinker, starring Miss Nina Foch and Mr. Helmut Dantine. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The doctor will see you now, Mrs. Ellender.
Oh, thank you. I'm his last appointment.
As usual, Mrs. Ellender. I'll be leaving shortly myself. As usual.
Thank you. As usual.
Well, how are you this afternoon?
All right, I guess. The couch, or may I sit down?
The couch, I think. Your associations seem to flow more freely on the couch.
All right. You're the doctor. I said you're the doctor.
I heard you.
Well, that's supposed to be funny.
Is it?
Well, you laughed the first time I said it. The first day I came here.
I laughed to put you at your ease. I had heard it before.
You've heard everything before, haven't you, Doctor?
Does it seem that way to you?
Everything but this.
What?
I'm going to kill you.
When?
Before this hour is over.
Why?
Well, look at your notes, Doctor. You've taken any notes while you've been scratching away behind me all these months? I don't know, maybe you've just been doodling. Maybe you're drawing pictures. Yeah, that's probably it. Dirty pictures. That must be quite a file you have on me. Ruth Ellender, manic depressive, compulsive, obsessoid, check and double check neurotic. How long have I been turning myself inside out for you? How long have I been doing my psychic striptease for you? How many hours have I spent on this couch? How many?
You know as well as I.
Oh, no, I don't. Once I knew the time of day. Once I knew how many days it was until Christmas. I could tell when the rent was due, give or take a day or two. I could place myself in time fairly well. No longer. Now there is no time. Now there's nothing but 5 o'clock to 5:45 every afternoon, Monday through Friday. The other 23 hours and 15 minutes of the day, I don't know where they go. Saturday and Sunday. What do you suppose happens to me on Saturday and Sunday, dear, dear doctor?
This is a phase of the treatment.
Oh, yes, I know. Transference, it's called, to be followed by counter-transference, and when that's completed, I'll be a whole person. But hasn't that transference gone a little bit too far? I don't know any place where Freud suggests the weekend is a particularly effective time for transference. Nor quiet, out-of-the-way resorts as a substitute for the doctor's office.
You shouldn't be reading Freud.
I know. I should just take your word for it. If I went to the great man himself, I might find out what a swindler you are. What happened to those weekends, Werner? What happened to the Saturdays and Sundays of my transference? Am I now to expiate your sins in the agony of solitary countertransference?
Each patient requires his own kind of treatment.
And some other patient needs the weekends. Is she as pretty as I am? As intelligent? As sick?
If you are dissatisfied with the progress of your therapy, you are free to quit at any time.
Quit? Oh, no, Werner. I can't quit. You know I can't quit. I love you, Werner. Heaven help me. I love you.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
What bothers you most about a cold? For me, it's the choked up, congested feeling. In fact, science now says to clear away most cold miseries, clear away congestion. Sinus congestion that causes headaches, nasal congestion that shuts off breathing, throat phlegm with its choking discomfort, bronchial irritation that starts coughing. Yes, to clear away those cold miseries, clear away that congestion. And now, there's a specialized new medicine to do that fast. 4-way liquid cough and cold medication. Taken as directed, with the first dose, feel sinus pressure and headache clear. Feel runny nose dry and open up. Breathe freely. Sore throat is soothed and cough eased. Yes, 4-way liquid clears away cold congestion and clears away worst cold miseries. Working through the bloodstream, it reaches all those congested areas. Because it's liquid, relief comes fast. So to clear away cold suffering, clear away congestion with new 4-way liquid cough and cold medication. Get it today, only 98 cents.
And now, starring Miss Nina Foch and Mr. Helmut Dantine, Act 2 of Headshrinker.
Love. I said I loved you. What is love, Doctor?
What is it to you?
What is it to me? What is it to me? Always you answer a question with a question. There was a Greek who did that once.
Socrates?
That's right. You're a lot like him, Doctor, and you know what happened to him. And why.
Aren't you projecting?
Projecting? I gave up little boys when I stopped being a little girl.
You were speaking of love.
I was a little girl once. Seems strange, but I was. I was Daddy's little girl. I'd run down the walk to meet him in the late afternoon screaming, Daddy's home, Daddy, Daddy's home. He'd sweep me up in his arms and kiss me. His cheek would be all scratchy against mine. His mustache would tickle. And he smelled funny. But nice. Sweaty and the sweet, bitter breath of a pipe smoker. The smell of a man. We had so much fun together. In evenings, I would curl myself up in his lap while he was reading the paper. He never minded a bit. And on Saturdays, when it was raining, I'd hang around his workbench in the garage while he was building something. Sawdust and wood shavings. Well, they're man smells, too, you know, Daddy. Daddy, 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 dear Daddy. Daddy, you know what I'd like to do next Saturday? I'd like to go to the beach with you. Will you take me, Daddy? Please take me. Will you? We'll go down early in the morning. We'll stay all day, and we'll have lots and lots of hot dogs. And... Oh, no, Daddy, just you and me. We don't want Mother along. Why did it stop? Why did it have to stop? Why can't I sit in your lap anymore, Daddy? Why? Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy? Daddy? Why?
Here,
Why can't I
will
sit
give you
in your...
something to quiet you.
I don't want any of your shots. I don't need your fancy magic medicine with the unpronounceable name. I want my Daddy. I want it to be like it was before.
Before?
I want it to be like before I was 11 or 12. Before he changed. He changed suddenly, all at once. He wouldn't let me curl up on his lap anymore. He'd push me and tell me I was a big girl now. He'd act embarrassed, as if he were almost ashamed of me.
Probably not ashamed, but certainly embarrassed. You were growing up.
I didn't want to grow up. I didn't ask to grow up. I wanted to be Daddy's little girl. That's all I ever wanted. I want all those boys in school. And later, I smelled like milk. Milk that was turning sour, not pipes and sawdust and sweat. My cheeks weren't scratchy. They were just boys.
Yet you married one of them.
Well, yes, I knew I'd marry him from the moment I met him at that party during the Christmas holidays. We started going around together once a week, then twice a week. And soon we were seeing each other every night. And then he would call me his princess. And he was my knight on a white horse. And we were married in church. I was a June bride. And Daddy gave me away. And then I was Mrs. George Ellender. I wasn't a princess anymore, and George wasn't a knight on a white horse. It wasn't like the fairy stories, so they lived happily ever after. Those stories don't tell about the sinks full of dirty dishes. They make no mention of the sleep smell of the dawn embrace or the painful tedium of getting to know someone after you're married to him. But we made it all right. We got through that first year. We played house. I called him Daddy, and he called me Mommy. He thought it was fun. Well, it was fun, but you changed all that. You awakened me. You taught me reality. You opened my eyes, you and your psychoanalysis. Why couldn't you have left me alone? Why didn't you let this sleeping bitch lie? Who do you think you are, God?
No, but perhaps you think I am.
Oh, no, not God. The devil, maybe, but not God.
Anthropomorphism. The last refuge of the ignorant and the immature.
Oh, come off those big words. They don't impress me anymore. Save them for your next victim.
Victim?
Yes, victim. Lawyers have clients. Storekeepers have customers. Doctors have patients, but you have victims. Why me, though? Why'd you pick on me? There were other women at that party where we met. Lots of them. Nice, juicy, neurotic ones. Why me?
You sought me out.
Oh, come now. Who lit the cigarettes? Who brought the drinks? Who danced attendance and who told me I was more disturbed than I realized?
The fantasies of rationalization.
The distinguished psychiatrist, the great healer, concerned with poor little me. The beard, like a messiah. The gentle voice, with just enough of Vienna in it. The compassionate eyes. I arrived at that party in the best of health. I left it a very sick woman who could be made well only by you. You convinced me that I was leading a meaningless life, that I was unhappy and maladjusted and immature. You assured me that I would only realize my fullest potential through psychoanalysis. You practically begged me. No. You seduced me into becoming your patient.
You came here of your own free will.
Oh, no, I came here of your will. And against my husband's.
It's only natural for a husband at first.
At first? George didn't have a chance. You saw to that. You tore him down piece by piece until there was nothing left of him or our marriage.
Your decision to divorce your husband was arrived at by you after you realized the real reasons why you married him.
Oh, nuts. I've been on this couch too long for that kind of double talk, Werner. You guided my free association every inch of the way. You led me, oh, so deftly to the water. And then you let me think it was my idea to drink. That first night, when you took me to dinner, I didn't know then, how could I, that no ethical analyst would have suggested such a thing. I thought it was part of the therapy. Oh, I was so easy for you, wasn't I, Werner? It must have been very little fun for you, really, no struggle. Poor Werner, I took away your sense of conquest, didn't I? But I gave you everything else. Everything. Willingly. I loved you, Werner. You were a god. My god. Your pipe, your beard. You were...
Daddy?
What a contemptible thing to say. What an evil, dirty man you are.
You see why it has become impossible for you to continue as my patient?
Yes.
I told you when I became your lover that I could no longer be your doctor.
And you were right. And so that's the last time I will ever lie on that couch. From this moment on, I shall no longer be your patient, and you will no longer be my doctor.
A very mature decision.
Yes, because now I'm going to kill you.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Once upon a time, the man with the fastest horse was the best newsman. Those were the days when everything traveled slowly, and just getting the news through it all was an accomplishment. The fabulous progress in radio communications has changed all that. Today, we can hear what's happening anywhere within moments of the event itself. And with this change has come a new criterion for good news reporting. Swift communications aren't enough. How good is the man at the mic? What can he tell us of why the event took place? The meaning of the event in our own lives, its meaning elsewhere in the world. Those are the questions we want answered now. And those are the questions distinguished CBS newsmen are eminently qualified to answer. CBS newsmen are more than widely traveled news reporters. They are men with thoughtful, probing minds that are put at your service. Every news service has fast horses these days, but only CBS News has men like these reporting to you regularly, bringing you more than the facts, helping you to understanding.
And now, starring Miss Nina Foch and Mr. Helmut Dantine, Act 3 of Headshrinker.
That gun is loaded.
Do you think I'm just acting out my aggressions? I'm not that sick, dear doctor. The gun is loaded.
You have considered the consequences?
All of them.
If you take my life, society will take yours.
They won't get the chance. There's another bullet in this gun. There's several.
I could ring for help.
Go ahead. You'll be dead when it gets here.
You are quite determined to kill me?
Quite.
Do you feel qualified to judge, condemn, and execute another human being?
As qualified as any other woman who's been rejected by the man she loved and found him not worth her loving. But I don't hate you as much as I loathe myself for having loved you. I see you now for what you are. A ridiculous little man. I wonder how you look without that beard. I wonder if you have any chin under it.
Don't you think this comedy has gone far enough?
It is a comedy, isn't it? And you're the comedian. The apostolic descendant of Sigmund Freud. From all our sins, dear Freud, deliver us. Thy will be done. Deliver us not into our it, and forgive our ego. For thine is the power and the superego forever and ever. And little bearded Werner is thy vicar on earth.
You're becoming hysterical. Now, put that gun away and get a hold of yourself.
I'm enjoying our little comedy. And my hour isn't over for 12 more minutes. It is my hour. I'm paying for it.
You're insane.
Insane is a legal term, not a psychiatric term. Remember, we learned that early on the couch. There is no such thing as insanity, only varying degrees of adjustment to reality. There, see how well I learned my lesson? But there's so much more I don't know. For instance, Doctor, I've often wondered why you chose psychiatry as your specialty.
I've always been interested in the human mind.
Honestly.
Yes, how it works. Why people do the things they do. Our number one problem in this country is mental health.
Yes, I know. And you're dedicated to combat this scourge at $20 an hour.
That is not an exact...
It's quite a racket. All that money. Plus the innermost secrets of some of the town's most prominent men and women.
The ethics of my profession.
Were you ethical with me?
Ruth, please try to understand me. You were not just a patient. You were so much more to me. You made me a man.
I know. So you told me. But you didn't tell me about the one before me. The one who tried to commit suicide after you refused to continue therapy. I've been doing a little checking. It's very interesting the things you hear around town when your name is mentioned. You know, Werner, you aren't very highly thought of in this community.
What do you
I'm
mean?
surprised no one has named you as co-respondent in a divorce case yet. How many of your patients stay married after you're through with them? What is it you have against marriage, Werner?
I can't be responsible for what a person does once he learns the truth about himself.
Of course you can't. A surgeon can be held responsible if he leaves a pair of pliers inside a patient after an operation. An obstetrician could be held responsible for a bungled delivery. But you can't be sued for a ruined life. It's a great out you have. The patient did it himself. Name me one patient you've made happy.
Psychoanalysis does not guarantee happiness.
Now you tell me.
It seeks to help the individual to adjust to reality. There is no such thing as happiness.
That's not what you said once.
There is only the absence of angst.
Translation, please.
Angst, anxiety, fear. A person can function normally only when he has rid himself of fear.
What are you afraid of, Werner?
Me? Why, nothing.
Then why do you hide behind that beard?
Why,
Aren't you afraid to look like other men, lest people realize that's all you are? Just another man.
No, of course not.
Why do you use your analyst couch as a lonely hearts club? Can't you meet women any other way? Are you afraid to compete with other men in the world of women?
Ruth, don't say things like that.
Why? Because they're true? Are you afraid of the truth, Werner? Of reality?
Ruth, you said you loved me once.
So I did. And you said you loved me. And I believed you. But now I know you didn't love me. You hated me. You hate all women. And you hate the happiness they can bring to a man. So you try to destroy love wherever you find it. You aren't an evil man, Werner. You're a sick man.
I know I am. But what can I do? I sit here all day long, listening to the deepest problems of others, but who can I turn to with my problems?
Forgive the bad joke, Werner, but what you need is to be psychoanalyzed.
I was, you know that.
Then you need a refresher course.
No, Ruth. I need you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
You. You know all about me. You understand me. I need your help, Ruth. Help me, Ruth.
No,
Please.
no, Werner, no.
You must help me, Ruth. Please help me.
You seem to forget that I came here to kill you.
But you didn't really mean it. You were acting out your aggressions, true, but you wouldn't go that far.
Oh, yes, I would.
No, not when I need you so desperately.
You're really afraid, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, terrified. But not of dying.
Of living?
Yes, without you. I know now I can't go on living without you.
Then the biggest help I could be to you would be to kill you. But I couldn't do that now. It would be ungrateful of me.
Ungrateful?
Yes. You see, Doctor, you've cured me.
Of what?
Of you.
But I need you.
That, my dear Werner, is your problem. Well, I see my hour is nearly up.
You're not leaving me.
Yes.
But you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. You are no longer my doctor, my father, my lover, or my God. You're just a frightened little man.
Ruth. Please, Ruth. Ruth.
Oh, I might as well leave this gun with you. I have no further use for it. Good luck, Werner.
Suspense, in which Miss Nina Foch and Mr. Helmut Dantine starred in Headshrinker, written, produced, and directed by William N. Robeson. The nurse was played by Florence Hawksworth. In just a moment, a word about next week's story of Suspense.
Of all leading filter cigarettes, Kent filters best. Kent filters best. It makes good sense when you smoke Kent. Kent filters best. Of all of the brands of cigarettes, Kent tastes the best. Kent tastes the best. A richer taste than all the rest. Kent filters best. It makes good sense when you smoke Kent. Of all leading filter cigarettes, Kent filters best.
Listen. Listen again next week when we return with James and Pamela Mason in The Dealings of Mr. Markham. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
The ensuing half hour is not intended as propaganda to abolish the relationship between mothers and sons. The twin institutions of filial piety and motherhood have survived too long under the aegis of the Fourth Commandment to stand in any grave danger of dissolution by a single dramatic diatribe. No, the tale you are about to hear merely seeks to point out that there can be too much of a good thing. And as someone said, be moderate in all things. We cry forbearance to mothers and beseech sons to render fully unto them only those things which are theirs, reserving all else for the women who will become the mothers of their children. Listen then as Miss Agnes Moorehead stars in Don't Call Me Mother, which begins in just a minute.
Here's Frankie Lane. I never feel like singing with a bad cold, so I take wonderful four-way cold tablets to relieve my cold misery fast.
Right. Tests of 4 leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting of all. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve aches, pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
So when you catch cold, take my advice. Take four-way cold tablets. It's the fast way to relieve those nasty cold miseries and feel better quickly.
4-way, 29 and 59 cents.
Here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Does dandruff dull your hair, leave scalp itchy? Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo and get rid of unsightly dandruff in 3 minutes. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair. Rub in 1 minute. Add water. Lather 1 minute. Rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, unsightly dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo.
And now, Don't Call Me Mother, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
We were so happy together. Larry's father passed on when he was a little boy, and from that day on, I devoted my life to him, and as he grew, he devoted his to me. Laurie and Larry, what a lovely couple they make. My friends would joke, but it was true. We were a lovely couple. I and my handsome, tall son. He was everything a mother could ask for. Considerate, polite, intelligent, and a good provider.
Mother?
Yes, dear?
Mother, I wonder if I could bring a friend home for dinner Saturday.
Why, of course, dear.
We're going to be out riding all day, and we'll be pretty hungry. Would you make your famous beef stew the way I like it?
The dumplings and the meat cut into teeny-weeny bite sizes the way you liked it when you were a teeny-weeny little boy.
Well, you don't have to go that far. I can cut my own meat now.
Well, of course you can. I was just teasing.
Well, don't tease me on Saturday, will you please, Mother?
Is this a special friend?
Yes.
What's his name?
It isn't a him. It's a her.
A girl?
Yes, Mother.
Why, Larry, what's come over you? You've never been interested in girls.
Don't you think it's about time I am?
I can't imagine why.
Mother, the time comes when a man...
Well, you're still a boy, Larry.
I'm 25, Mother, and please remember that on Saturday.
All right, if you'll remember something, too.
What?
Something you've forgotten just now.
Well, what, Mother?
When you bring this woman to dinner, please remember to call me Laurie, not Mother. Do have another piece of persimmon pie, Roberta.
Oh, I really couldn't, Mrs. Ryder. It's delicious, but I couldn't eat another bite.
Larry, you will.
No, thank you, Mother. Laurie?
But you've hardly eaten a thing, dear.
I've had 2 pieces, Laurie.
Such a wonderful dinner. I don't think I could ever learn to cook a meal like that.
Oh, I don't know. It just takes practice.
Oh, I could never find the time. What with my job?
Well, no matter what, I've always managed to have a hot meal on the table for my Larry, haven't I, dear?
Yes, Laurie. Some more coffee, Roberta?
Thank you, Larry.
You're older than Larry, aren't you, Roberta?
A little. I'm 28.
Larry always seems younger than his age. He's led a very sheltered life.
He doesn't seem too young to me.
Really?
Well, I mean, Larry is a man.
Is he? Well, I suppose to a mother, a son never really grows up. But then you wouldn't know about that.
I hope to, someday.
Well, I'm sure you will. When the right man comes along for you.
Mrs. Ryder, the right man has come along for me.
He has? Well, congratulations, my dear. I hope you'll be very happy.
We expect to be, don't we, darling?
Yes, dear.
Larry, is this true?
Well, yes, Mother. Roberta and I are going to be married.
Oh? Oh, no. You can't. You can't, Larry.
Mother, what is it? What's the matter? Roberta, hand me a glass of water. Here, Mother. Take some of this. Mother, what is it?
Oh, Larry, I didn't want you to know.
Know what, Mother?
And now you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My heart, Larry. I have a heart condition. Sudden shock. The doctor said I must be careful.
Oh, Mother,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ryder. I shouldn't have sprung it on you so suddenly.
Well, the doctor warned me again.
You just lie down on the couch and rest for a few moments.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right now. Well, as you see, Roberta, I need Larry.
So do I, Mrs. Ryder. I love him.
No, so do I. And anyway, my dear, you're much too old for him.
So are you.
What do you mean by that remark?
Merely that it's time you let him go. It's time you let him grow up.
Larry, are you going to let this woman insult me and you?
We've talked it all over, Laurie. She's right.
I will give you my permission. I'll never give you my permission.
I'd like your permission and your blessing, Laurie, but I don't need it. I am of age, you know.
You mean to say you'd walk out on your poor sick mother, leave her alone to die? Yes, literally to die of a broken heart.
Of course not, Mother. We'll take care of you.
Of course, if you're really sick, you can live with us.
Never. So long as I'm alive, Larry belongs with me.
Mrs. Ryder, I've got to say this. Larry and I are going to be married. Even if it's the death of you.
Then listen to me, Roberta, and you listen carefully. If you try to take Larry away from me, it'll be the death of you.
Do you know about the little white tablets in the little green pocket roll? Just a-waiting for the moment when you need 'em to bring your acid indigestion under control. Tums are the little white tablets in the little green pocket roll. Tums for the tummies, Tums. Bring relief quicker than you'd ever guess. Best for any kind of acid distress. Keep 'em handy in the pocket roll. Keep your tummy under Tums control.
Tums are fast, effective, and safe. Tums relieve the discomfort of acid indigestion quickly with no danger of acid rebound, sometimes caused by harsh alkalizers. Always carry Tums, 10 cents. 3-roll pack, a quarter. New Tums 6-roll pack with free metal carrier, 49 cents. And now, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead, Act 2 of Don't Call Me Mother.
It was wrong. All wrong for Larry to get married. This woman was too old for him. She was not good enough for him. She was, who knows what. Just someone who works in the same office. Don't you see, Larry?
I've known her for more than a year.
You've kept her a very big secret.
I had to. I knew you wouldn't like the idea.
But you went right on seeing her behind my back.
Yes, until I was sure.
And you're sure?
I'm sure, Mother.
Don't call me Mother. What are you sure of, Larry?
That I'm in love with her.
Love? What's love?
It's something we've each got to find out about in his own way.
Well, isn't my love enough for you?
No.
Larry.
I'm sorry, Laurie, but the way I feel about Roberta is different from the way I feel about you. I'm sure that there's enough love in my heart for both of you.
Oh, Larry, my dear, sweet little boy, trying so hard to be grown up.
Please.
Don't you suppose Laurie knows what's best for you? Hasn't Laurie always been right?
Yes, of course you have, but this is a decision a man must make for himself.
Without any consideration for others?
I have considered you. I will always look after you.
I wasn't thinking of myself. I was thinking of Roberta.
Roberta?
Yes. Will you always look after Roberta?
Of course.
Will you always be able?
Well, of course, barring unforeseen accidents.
Your accident has already occurred.
What do you mean?
You were born.
What?
You never should have been born, Larry.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because your father was insane.
Mother.
Don't call me Mother.
Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, I hoped I never would have to. I've always told you he died when you were a baby. Well, he didn't die. He was taken away to an asylum. He lived a long, long time, until quite recently. He's insane. Hopelessly insane.
Have I inherited?
No one can be sure. The doctors don't know. But do you want to take that chance? Do you want to put Roberta through what I've been through? Don't you see, my dear, if you really love her, you'll give her up.
Yes, I suppose so.
And you will? Won't you, dear?
I don't know, Mother. I don't know what to do now.
I've never
never heard a more cockeyed story in my life. You don't believe it, do you, Larry?
Of course I do.
Do you think if this were true, she could ever have kept quiet about it so long?
Why not?
Because she thrives on emotional blackmail. She'd have used this long ago to get her way. Just the way she used that phony heart attack the other night.
Phony?
Sure. She's as strong as an ox. Her heart's probably in better shape than mine. At least since you started making it beat faster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I like it that way. Don't you see, darling? Your sainted mother is using every trick in the book to break us up.
But this thing about my father...
Well, what difference does it make?
You don't care if he was insane?
Of course not. He couldn't have been nuttier than I am.
What?
I must be crazy to be in love with you.
I guess so.
But I am.
Sometimes I wonder why you're so bright and strong and so capable, and I'm just me.
And I like you being just you.
I wish it didn't upset Mother so.
Listen to me, Larry, my boy. It's about time your mother learned the facts of life. And fact number 1 is that boys will be boys, and being boys, they are bound to like girls. And the girls they like are never, never, never the girls their mothers like, because their mothers don't like any girls messing around with their little boys.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
You know darn well I'm right. Now that that's taken care of, when are you going to make me an honest woman?
I don't know. Soon, I hope.
Soon? When?
Well, I want to talk to Mother once more.
Talk to her. You can't talk to her. Tell her. Tell her we're going to get married. And then tell her for me to drop dead.
But he didn't tell me anything until it was too late.
And, so, Mother...
Don't call me Mother.
Laurie, we just dropped by to tell you we were married this morning.
Oh. What do you expect me to do?
Well, I'd like to know that you don't hold any hard feelings against me.
You know my feelings in this matter. They haven't changed.
This may sound corny, Mrs. Ryder, but it would be nice to begin our married life with your blessing.
You get no blessing from me, you kidnapper.
Oh, come now, Mrs. Ryder.
You're a witch. Strumpet, you're a thief.
Well, let's go, Larry. We're not getting any place.
You can't take my son from me. He's mine. He'll always be mine. Nothing you can do will ever change that. Love him. Go on. Love him as much as you know how. Give him everything you have. It'll mean nothing to him because you aren't me. Go on, take him away. Take him to the ends of the earth and he'll come back to me. Because he was meant for me, and I was meant for him. Laurie and Larry. And everybody's saying what a lovely couple they make. I warned her. You can't say I didn't warn her. She went into this thing with her eyes wide open, and she must face the consequences. So I went to work. My butcher was the first person I confided to because I knew he liked to share secrets with all his customers.
Well, Mrs. Ryder, I hear you lost a son and gained a daughter.
That's right, Mr. Stearns.
Kind of sudden, wasn't it?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say so.
Who is the lucky little lady? Someone from the neighborhood?
No, she worked in Larry's office. A brilliant girl. Maybe a little too brilliant.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, you know, Mr. Stearns, these bright ones, sometimes they aren't too stable.
Oh, flighty, eh?
No, not flighty. Moody. She has dark moods. I don't know.
Well, now, that could be hard on Larry.
Oh, don't you worry about Larry. You can always count on me to cheer him up.
That's right, Mrs. Ryder. He's a lucky boy to have you for a mother.
And there were others. Old Mrs. Martin, who lived by her telephone. And my cleaning woman and the corner druggist. I let them all know that Larry's marriage was not as happy as it could be. And I tried successfully, I believe, to plant this thought with Larry when he came to visit me. I insisted he come alone. I would not receive that woman in my home. You look a little peaked, dear. Are you getting enough to eat?
Of course, Laurie.
Your wife has learned to cook, then.
She does all right.
But not as well as I do.
She's learning.
Well, I hope so, before you waste away. Are you happy, darling? Truly happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
You don't seem to be. What is it, dear? What's worrying you?
Nothing.
Come on now, tell Laurie.
I promised not to.
We've always been honest with each other, dear, and that must never change. Now, what's troubling you?
All right, then. Roberta's going to have a baby.
Oh. Yours?
Why, yes.
But you aren't sure.
Oh, no, but...
You can't be sure, can you? Well, how could you be sure? Now you can be sure of only one thing. This is why she wanted to marry you so desperately. This is why she took you away from me. Don't you see? Can't you see that now?
Well, I
won't permit it. I won't let it happen. I won't have you the father of another man's child.
But you're only jumping to conclusions.
Oh, no. I'm certain I know her kind of woman. I told you, Larry. Over and over I told you this marriage was wrong. Perhaps now you realize once more that Laurie knows what is best for you.
But what can I do?
Do? There's only one thing to do now. Kill her. Of course, it took a lot of persuasion, but I know just how to persuade Larry. And in the end, he agreed with me. And it will be so simple and so safe. Everyone knows she's a creature of dark moods. Everyone knows that for days on end she doesn't speak to you, that she goes for long automobile rides by herself at night.
How does everybody know this?
I've told them.
But it isn't true.
Well, they think it is.
You've been planning this for a long time, haven't you?
Since the day you got married.
You're a wicked woman.
You belong to me, and I belong to you. You know that, don't you, Larry?
Yes, God help me, I know it.
Now, you know what you're to do. Turn out on the coast route, 1.5 miles below Gull Point. There's no guardrail. You let the car roll and jump just before it goes over. It's more than 100 feet to the surface.
Why do I have to do it? I don't hate her. You do. Why don't you take that gun you keep in your desk and just shoot her?
And have the gun traced in the fingerprints? Use your head, Larry. This way it'll look like an accident, a brake failure. An accident that occurred when poor Roberta was on one of her moody midnight rides.
Thought of everything, haven't you?
Yes, my dear, because I'm thinking of us. Now, I'll follow you. I'll be waiting up the road to drive you home. When will you do it? Tonight?
Might as well. The sooner the better.
That's right. That's right, my dear. The sooner the better.
What are you stopping for, Larry?
This turnout. Let's look at the view a minute.
Oh. It is lovely, isn't it? Sliver of the moon across the water. Let's walk out to the edge. Come on, we can get a bit.
Wait, we're not supposed to?
Supposed to what?
Nothing.
Larry, are you happy with me?
Why, sure. Sure I am. What makes you ask?
You seem so strange all evening. You saw your mother today, didn't you?
Yes.
I can always tell when you've seen her. You come back to me different.
I'm sorry.
What terrible things has she told you about me this time?
Oh, nothing.
Don't tell me. I don't want to hear. I don't care. So long as I have you. Isn't it lovely out here? Be careful. Don't you get too close to the edge.
Oh, it's perfectly safe. Listen. You can hear the surf.
And see it way down there foaming in the moonlight? So beautiful. Tell me, Larry. Tell me.
Tell you what?
Tell me you love me.
Why me? Why do you want me to love you? There must have been other men, older, stronger men who loved you. I'm just... You've said it 100 times. Just a mama's boy.
Well, maybe that's why I love you. Maybe that's what I need. A man I can care for and look after, protect. There are women like that, you know.
Like my mother.
No, not like her. Women like me. I'm no shrinking violet. I'm capable and I'm smart. I'm the equal of any man, so I scare men. But I don't scare you. Do I, darling?
No, Roberta. You've never scared me.
And I never will. I'll take care of you and our baby.
Our baby. Is it ours, Roberta?
Larry. What a dreadful thing to say.
Is it?
Who gave you the idea that it wasn't?
Well...
What a filthy, vile woman your mother is. She will stop at nothing.
That's right, Roberta.
Mother, you're supposed to be waiting in the car.
You're supposed to be doing what I told you.
Get your hands off me.
I warned you.
Let go of me. Help me, Larry. I'm sleeping.
Push her.
Larry, not you.
Go on. Go on, take your baby with you and leave me mine.
Oh, God, Mother. What have we done?
Don't call me Mother. It only took a moment to release the handbrake on the car, send it rolling over the cliff, and Roberta's accidental death was complete. It was all over and done with, and Larry and I were back together again. We slept late the next morning, and we were dallying over our brunch in the sun-filled breakfast room, still in our robes and slippers when the doorbell rang. Yes?
Mrs. Ryder?
Yes.
Want to talk to you, ma'am.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not dressed.
It's all right. We don't mind.
Well, just a minute. You can't come in here like this. Who are you?
Police?
Police?
Lieutenant Ross, homicide. This is Sergeant Abbott.
Morning, ma'am.
What is it? What's happened? What do you want?
Just want to ask a few questions.
You have any idea where your son is, Mrs. Ryder?
Yes. He's in the other room.
Well, he'd better hear this, too. Will you call him?
Larry?
Yes?
Some men are here. They want to talk to you. The police.
Police? What do they want with me?
Mr. Ryder, when did you see your wife last?
Last night at dinner. Why?
She's dead, Mr. Ryder.
Dead?
Oh, Larry, how horrible.
Her body was found on the rocks near Gold Point this morning. Car went over, too.
Larry, I told you shouldn't let her go out alone on those long rides at night.
She was in the habit of driving alone at night?
Oh, yes, whenever she got into one of her moods.
You weren't home last night, Mr. Ryder?
No, I slept over here.
Have an argument with your wife last night?
No.
Was she in one of her moods last night?
You might say so.
Where were you last night, Mrs. Ryder?
I was right here with Larry. We watched TV until quite late.
You sure of that?
Well, I can prove it. Larry was with me. Just what are you driving at?
This. You recognize it, Mr. Ryder?
It's a wristwatch. I gave it to her for a wedding present.
Do you know there was a message engraved on the back of this watch?
No.
The letters are so tiny, it looks like a design until you put it under a magnifying glass.
Message? What does it say?
It says, I have only one enemy in the world. If anything should happen to me, my mother-in-law will be the cause.
Oh, that vicious witch. Why can't she let us alone? Why does she have to come back from the dead to haunt us?
No, Mother.
Don't you call me Mother.
All right. I won't call you Mother. The word is too good for you. You're the vicious witch. You're the one who's evil. Why couldn't you have left us alone? Why couldn't you have let Roberta and me live our own lives?
Oh, my heart. I'm going to faint.
Go ahead, faint. Drop dead.
I'm smelling salts. It's in the desk here.
Gentlemen, the inscription on my wife's watch is correct. My mother murdered her.
All right, up with your hands, all of you.
Drop that gun, Mrs. Ryder.
Oh, no, and don't either of you.
Put it away, madam.
Somebody's liable to get hurt.
Indeed, yes, someone's liable to get killed. But I won't put it away till I hear my son out. Well, Larry, did you have something else to say?
Not much. Only that you killed her, and I hope you hang for it.
This is your last word to your mother?
You haven't been a mother to me ever. Parasite, a leech, a selfish, aging hag, but no mother.
That's all you have to say.
That's all.
And this is my reply, dear Larry.
Hey, grab her.
Let me go.
I got the gun.
Let me go. Let me have it. Let me use it on myself. I must join Larry. We've always been together, Larry and I. You mustn't separate us now. You don't realize how it is with us. Laurie and Larry, such a lovely couple, people always say.
Suspense, in which Miss Agnes Moorehead starred in Don't Call Me Mother, written, produced, and directed by William N. Robeson. In a moment, the names of our supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense.
The more things change, the more impressive is the unwavering reputation CBS News enjoys for good judgment, accuracy, and speed. That fine reputation has been earned through the dedicated efforts of men like Edward R. Murrow of CBS News. Since the days of the Second World War, Mr. Murrow's been on the job, helping to keep Americans informed. More and more radio listeners are turning to Edward R. Murrow for a better understanding of our changing world. Every Monday through Friday evening, follow the course of history with Edward R. Murrow with the news. Our World News Roundup, heard daily on most of these same stations, is another reason why CBS News is respected everywhere. Every morning, our World News Roundup takes you where important things are happening for eyewitness reports by experts. Tomorrow on CBS Radio, you have a date with history on the World News Roundup.
Supporting Agnes Moorehead in Don't Call Me Mother were Kathy Lewis, James McCallion, Barney Phillips, and Norm Alden. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Mr. Dick Crenna in Night on Red Mountain. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tonight, Miss Miller stars on the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
The word license has two meanings. The first is familiar to all of us. Official permission, as in marriage license, liquor license, driving license. The second definition, paradoxically, means almost the opposite. Freedom from rules. We concern ourselves here with an esoteric aspect of this definition, namely dramatic license. In the forthcoming story, we have deviated somewhat from the facts and altered California topography ever so slightly in the interest of suspense. To the residents of San Bernardino, who may grumble, it couldn't happen that way, all we can say is, aren't you glad? Listen then as Mr. William Bishop stars in Ride Down Cajon, which begins in just a moment.
And now, Ride Down Cajon, starring Mr. William Bishop. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
There are two main gateways to California. Route 40 over Donna Pass in the north and Route 66 over Cajon Pass in the south. I don't know anything about Donna, but Cajon Pass, I know. You see, I'm night man at Ella's Tip Top Cafe at the summit of the pass. And I live down the hill in Badu. That's San Bernardino. Down the hill. You drop 3,000 feet in 20 miles on a 4-lane divided highway that's so well designed drivers hit it like it was the Indianapolis Speedway. Which is okay, if your wheels are working okay. If they're not, you can get killed on Cajon. Fast. By all rights, I should have been the other night, and I just went along for the ride. It was along about 2 a.m., and I was waiting for my relief man when Phil dropped in for a cup of coffee. Phil rides the pass for the highway patrol. He also is my brother-in-law-to-be, seeing he's married to my girlfriend's sister.
Don't forget, Andy, we're supposed to take the girls to the beach tomorrow afternoon.
Don't worry, Joni's reminded me at least twice a day all week long.
What time you want to get started?
I'll be over as soon as I can get my car out of the garage. They promised it before noon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot your car's tied up. How are you getting down the hill tonight?
What do you care? You wouldn't give me a lift.
Well, you know I can't. Regulations.
You might break a regulation or two. You're practically my brother-in-law.
Andy, my boy, the only way you can ride that patrol car is to break the California Vehicle Code. Then I'll be glad to give you a lift. To jail.
Thanks a lot. I'll hitch a ride. Much action on the pass tonight?
No, it's been pretty quiet. A couple of drunks, 2 or 3 speeders, no blood.
That's good.
That's the way I like it.
Hiya, Phil.
Oh, hi, Dave.
How you doing, Andy?
Okay, Dave. Hey, where'd you blow in from?
Yeah, Colorado. And I could eat a horse.
Fresh out. How about a cow, medium well?
I'll buy it. And a side of fried eggs. And a gallon of coffee.
Coming right up.
Andy's car's in the shop, Dave. He's looking for a ride down the hill tonight. Can you fix him up?
Well, sure, why not?
Here's a starter on that gallon of coffee.
No.
Dave will give you a ride down the hill, Andy.
Crazy.
Providing you're ready by the time I finish eating.
Well, sure, I'm off in 20 minutes.
Hey, Dave.
What?
Whatever you're carrying in that rig, it's leaking.
Yeah, I know. Ice water.
Ice water? You carrying a load of ice?
No. Chickens.
Chickens? All the way from Colorado?
Sure. Where do you think the Los Angeles housewife gets her fresh-killed spring chickens? Colorado, Louisiana, Mississippi?
No kidding.
Sure. 10, 11 days from the axe to the dinner table.
Aren't they a little spoiled by that time?
No, they're okay to eat. They may have lost a vitamin or two on the way.
Well, it's time to head down the pass. I gotta check in at the weighing station. Don't be too late tomorrow, Andy.
Don't worry. I'll be there around noon.
Take it easy, Phil.
Yep.
Never take it.
By the time Dave had eaten his steak and eggs, my relief man had checked in, and I was through for the night. We walked out into the chill desert air. Route 66 stretched endlessly toward the east, marked only by the yellow pinprick of an approaching car. The melting ice water dripped steadily from Dave's loaded trailer. He walked slowly around the rig, as he always did before he started her up, checking the connections with the tractor, the running lights, taking in every detail, seeing things only an expert can see. He was so serious about it, I nearly laughed. Think she'll make it?
If everything holds together.
Doesn't it always?
It always has. So far.
Dave swung into the cab and fired up the big diesel. I clambered him after him, and he nosed his big 10 tons of refrigerated chickens out onto the westbound lane to Highway 66. He ran her through the gears, and when we got up to speed, it finally was quiet enough to talk without yelling at each other.
When are you and Joni going to do it?
Sooner the better. She wants to be a June bride.
So it'll be June.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where you going on your honeymoon?
Joni's talking about Frisco, so I guess that's where it'll be.
Boy, she's got you roped and hog-tied already.
Joni and me, we talk everything over first and come to an agreement so there won't be any arguments.
So long as it's the way Joni wants it?
Maybe it looks that way to you, but it isn't that way.
I know. Margie and me had the same kind of talks. But that's as far as it ever got. Talk.
It's different with Joni and me.
Well, sure it is. If every guy didn't think it was different, there wouldn't be no more marriages. Tell me something, Andy. Honest.
What?
If you could pull out, if you could keep right on going tonight, on into L.A. and down to San Pedro and get on a slow boat to China and never come back, wouldn't you?
Of course not. Joni and I are in love.
That's not what I'm talking about. But on the level, Andy, aren't you a little scared?
Huh? Yeah, I guess so, a little. I didn't like Dave talking that way. I knew he was only kidding me, but it was like he was reading my mind. How did he know that was exactly how I felt? Scared of getting married and guilty because I felt that way. Our lights picked up a sign on the right. Summit Cajon Pass, elevation 4,301 feet. This is the spot where the truck jockeys downshift so they can ride down the pass on compression and take the load off their brakes. Dave threw out his clutch, shifted to neutral, tramped on the brake pedal.
Oh, no.
And it went right down to the floorboard. He tried it again and again. Nothing.
No brakes.
What are you going to do?
Try to get her to gear. No go. I can't get the gears to mesh. Grab that horn, pull over your head, and keep her going.
Okay. It don't work, Dave.
Oh, I forgot it's an air horn. We got air brakes. We got no air pressure for the brakes. We got none for the horn.
What do we do now?
Hang on and ride. We're loaded good and heavy. That'll make us roll faster. Maybe it'll keep us from tipping over.
What's this handle? A spotlight?
Yeah, on the roof. Turn it on.
You want me to work it?
Won't hurt any. Play it back and forth. Maybe you'll get the road clear for us.
We were picking up speed all the time since we nosed over the top of the pass. We went into that first big wide curve below the summit like a Maserati at Sebring. Tight on the left, then drifting across both lanes to the outside fence and back to the right. Coming out at better than 70 miles an hour. Fangio couldn't have done better than Dave did on that one. But what about the next one? And the ones after that? Tighter turns, not so well banked, and the traffic. There was bound to be traffic. After we got out of that curve, I could see the car way down the road. I kept it in the beam of my spotlight, flicking it back and forth. And in no time, we were up on it. Dave pulled one hand off the wheel to the electric horn button. But he didn't hold it long because he needed both hands to keep the truck on the road. The guy in the car must have got that message because he pulled way over on the shoulder. We made it past him just before we went into the next curve. Came out of that one at 75. But a slight dip and an incline slowed us down a little. Then we came over the top. My heart stopped. A half mile down the road with two cars, one in each lane. Neither one was giving way to the other.
Put your light on the left one. We'll need that lane to make it.
I kept my light in his back window, but he didn't move. Dave hit the horn. Still, the moving roadblock didn't break. We were getting closer. Why wouldn't they move? Why wouldn't they move?
Get over! Get over!
I can read the license plates clearly now, too clearly. Colorful Colorado, New Mexico, land of enchantment. Why didn't they move? The distance was closing. 20 yards, 15, 10. Why don't they move? 5 yards now. Get over! Get over!
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense. And now, starring Mr. William Bishop, Act 2 of Ride Down Cajon.
We were not more than 4 feet from him when Colorful Colorado got the idea. With a gust of black smoke from his tailpipe, he pulled ahead of New Mexico, land of enchantment, and we barreled by with nothing to spare. Like a bad dream. Like one of those dreams of falling, or flying an aeroplane between skyscrapers, or riding down Cajon Pass in a runaway truck. I knew that next curve. Just last week, I stopped there to see what was left of the truck that had gone through the guardrail. The truck half the size of ours. There was nothing to do, nothing. Hold your breath, shut your eyes, and pray if you remember how. You can breathe again. You can open your eyes. You're not in a flaming heap in the bottom of the canyon. You're still alive. You're still hurtling down the pass at a mile a minute with no brakes.
Andy?
Yeah?
Didn't Bill say he was going to check in at the weighing station?
Yeah, I think he did.
Think he'll still be there?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm going over to the right lane. Weighing station's just over the next rise. If he's still there, maybe he can help us.
How?
How do I know?
There he is. He's just getting in his car.
Get on that spotlight. Flash it in his eyes. You only got one chance. Yell at him. Wave at him when we pass.
Hey, Phil! Phil! Hey, Phil!
Did he see you?
Yeah. He must have thought we were clowning. He just waved back.
Don't sound like it.
No. His red lights are on. He's coming after us. At the speed we were going, it seemed to take forever for Phil to catch up to us. Dave slowly, carefully edged the swaying rig over in the left lane so Phil could pass on my side of the cab. We were barreling down a straight stretch of the pass now, where the eastbound lane was only separated by a divider. The big trucks climbing the grade kept flashing their lights, signaling to us to dim ours. But Dave couldn't fool with a dimmer switch and handle the wheel, too. So he had to take the angry glares full in his eyes. Finally, Phil drew up alongside us.
What's the matter with you guys?
Lost our air, no brakes.
Can't he get her into gear?
Tried to. She's rolling too fast.
Okay. I'll clear the way for you.
Phil floored the gas pedal and pulled out in front. Sirens screaming, red lights flashing, and I breathed once more.
Riding parallel like that at 60 plus, with that trailer slewing behind us, anything could have happened.
Well, that's something.
What?
With Phil out there, we don't have any traffic problems.
And we don't have any brakes either.
What else is new?
With Phil out front, I didn't have to work the spotlight anymore. I set it straight ahead so Dave wouldn't be in any danger of overdriving his headlights. I could see into Phil's patrol car. He was talking into his radio mic. He's calling in, Dave.
Don't know what good that'll do.
Well, maybe somebody will figure out how to stop this thing.
Too late for that.
What do you mean?
Ought to have escape ramps on this road like they have on the ridge route.
Where'd they put them? You got the eastbound lane on one side, the canyon on the other.
Yeah.
I looked out, down into the canyon. Dark, black. Then far down, I saw the twin lights of a double-headed diesel crawling up the pass with a load of freight. The road ahead seemed straight and level, but that train reminded me what a grade it really was. 2 engines pulling, and at the tail, another pushing. Crawling up the pass at 10 miles an hour while we shot down at a mile a minute. After the right would turn off, we had another long curve, almost a 90-degree turn, long and gradual. But at this speed, it'd be tough. My tires always screeched when I came through it, and I had brakes. There was nothing for me to do now that the spotlight was set dead center. So I just sat there while Dave did all the work. Sweat dripping off his forehead as we went into the curve. His arms straining at the wheel, turning it a little, then easing off, turning it again, coaxing that crazy rig through with every part of it. Came out of that one, almost at right angles to the road. The trailer in the right lane, the tractor in the left. But we came out of it. But best of all, there was a little grade ahead of us that slowed us down. And then beyond, the road was straight for a long, long time. Past the firehouse, and the Lizel Creek cutoff. And then it's still downhill, but much more gradual. And then you're out of the canyon, and the desert stretches flat on both sides of the road. Hey, Dave, how about pulling up on the shoulder now?
Too soft. We'd flip for sure.
I thought of the road ahead, all downhill. We'd lose speed, all right, but would we lose it quick enough to do us any good? There comes a time when you just can't keep going straight. The road ends.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense. And now, starring Mr. William Bishop, Act 3 of Ride Down Cajon.
Our speed was down to 53 as we topped the last rise. Far ahead, way past the fire station, I saw a red light flash on and begin to move.
Another patrol car. Phil's got reinforcements, but I don't know what good they'll do.
We rode on and on, all the time, going faster. Our 53 was back to 60, 65. And as we hit the bottom of the pass and on into Badoo, we were doing better than 70. Also, as we hit Badoo, we were joined by a fourth in our parade. But this member wasn't as encouraging as the rest. He followed us with his siren blaring. It was an ambulance. Have you ever driven through a fairly large town at 70 miles an hour? It's quite an experience. Up ahead, I saw the first police car ride over a dip and bob up and down like a teeter-totter.
There's something I hadn't thought of. Hold on to your head, Andy. This dip may send you through the roof.
The dip was bad, but it slowed us a little. And so did the next one. And the next. As we approached the bridge over the railroad yard, they got worse, and the creaking of the couplings between the cab and trailer screamed more each time. The dip on the bridge did it. There was a sudden surge. 10 feet ahead, there was a jerk, a horrible noise.
The trailer came loose!
It's going over the railing onto the tracks.
Well, at least now we don't have to worry about that load landing on top of us.
Up ahead, Phil had seen what had happened. We were both in the left lane, and then Phil moved to the right, stuck his arm out the window, waved us on.
Wonder what he wants.
Looks like he wants us to come alongside.
Yeah.
Phil slowed down, and when we got alongside him, I leaned out the window.
Got an idea. I'll pull ahead of you. You ease into me. If we can connect at the same speed, I may be able to stop you with my brakes.
You hear him, Dave?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Might work. We got to do something pretty quick. This road ends, and we can never make a turn at this speed. We'd roll for sure.
Okay, Phil, let's try it. Phil got out ahead of us by about 5 yards and stayed there for half a block. Then he slowed down.
He's going too slow. That's better.
too slow. We pushed him away. And look at his rear end.
Here we go again. We almost got it. Just a little faster this time, Phil, and we won't push you away.
Here he comes again.
We did it. I think it may work, Andy. I think it may work.
Once more, we smashed into the rear of the patrol car. And each time we slowed a little more. And the third time we connected and stayed connected. And Phil's brakes held us and brought us to a slowing stop. Less than half a block from where the street ends. We crawled down from the cab. Phil got out of the patrol car, and we just stood there, shaking, looking at the smashed-up rear of the patrol car and the smoking brake drums. And then I started laughing. I couldn't help it. It struck me as funny.
What's so funny?
I just thought of something.
Well, let us in on it. We could all use a laugh.
Do you know why my car's in the shop?
I'll bite. Why?
To have the brakes relined.
Suspense, in which William Bishop starred in William N. Robeson's production of Ride Down Cajon, written by John Mahler and adapted for Suspense by Mr. Robeson and Mr. Mahler. In just a moment, the names of the supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense. Supporting William Bishop in Ride Down Cajon were Bill Quinn and Joe DeSantis, with sound patterns by Bill James and Tom Hanley. Listen. Listen again next week, when we return with Elliot Reed in Four of a Kind. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Stay tuned for an analysis of the news, which follows immediately on the CBS Radio Network.